friends, I'm Ashley with amtutors.com, where we offer one-on-one virtual tutoring for middle school and high school math. In today's video, we're going to talk about reducing fractions. Remember, pause at any time, rewind, make sure you're getting all the information in your head and on your paper if you're taking notes. So when we talk about reducing fractions, we are saying they need to be in lowest terms or simplest form. And always, your answers should always be in simplest form or reduced as far as it will go. This means that the numerator, which is on top, and the denominator on bottom cannot be divided by any number other than 1. And we do this by making equivalent fractions with dividing. Sometimes we can see the one number we need to divide by and we're done. Sometimes we're going to have to divide more than once. That's okay. You're going to get the answer at the end. So number 1, 50 over 100. We need to reduce this as far as it will go. The first thing I notice is that they both end in a 0. That tells me I can divide by 10. So I'm going to divide the top and the bottom by 10. Remember, when we're making equivalent fractions, we have to do the same thing to the top and the bottom of our fraction. So 50 divided by 10 is 5. 100 divided by 10 is 10. And then I look at my final answer and I say, self, is this my final answer? Can 5 and 10 be divided by another number? Yes, they can be divided by 5. So I am not done yet. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 10 divided by 5 is 2. So I look at that and I say, self is 1 over 2. Can I divide that by anything other than 1? Nope. So I'm all done. This is my final answer. That is my reduced fraction in simplest form or lowest terms, depending on which your teacher uses. And you may have been able to do this with just dividing by 50. And that's okay too. I took 2 steps. Some people took 1 step. Totally fine. Some people even maybe took 3 steps. Yeah, you could have done 3 steps too. It just depends on what your brain sees first. None of it is wrong. It's just how your brain saw it. So let's look at 2. 90 over 210. Again, they both end in a 0. So I'm going to divide by 10. Do it on the top and bottom. You get 9 over 21. 9 and 21. Those are both divisible by 3. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 21 divided by 3 is 7. And that is simplest form. I cannot reduce that anymore. And then 45 and 75. Let's see. I can divide those both by 5. They end in a 5, so they're divisible by 5. 45 divided by 5 is 9. 75 divided by 5 is 15. And then I look at that again. 3. Those are both divisible by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And then we are done. Okay, this last one that we're going to do together, I want you to try some on your own after this. 126 divided by 630. They're both even, so I know I can divide by 2. 126 divided by 2 is 63. 630 is going to be 315. That one doesn't end 0, 5, or 2, or an even number. So let's think about this. 6 plus 3 is 9. 3 plus 1 plus 5 is 9. That means these are both going to be divisible by 9. If you can add them up and it's a multiple of 9, then the number is divisible by 9. You could also say that it's divisible by 3. So you can do either one, 9 or 3. I noticed it was a 9. So we're going to divide by 9 because I added up the digits and it was a multiple of 9. 6 plus 3. 63 divided by 9 is 7. 315 divided by 9 is 35. Okay, they don't add up to a multiple of 3. They don't add up to a multiple of 9. They don't both end in a 5. They don't both end in a 0. They don't both end in a even number. So I'm running out of ideas. But the top is divisible by 7, right? 7 divided by 7. 35 is divisible by 7. Let's do that. Get a different color. Divide by 7. 1 over 5. Ta-da! We did it. Simplest form, lowest terms. To check, type the original in your calculator. Type the answer you got into the calculator. So if I type in 126 divided by 630, I get 0.2 when I type that in the calculator. If I type in 1 over 5, that will give me 0.2. Those are the same decimal, so I know that I'm on the right track. This does not tell me for sure that I reduced it all the way, but I did reduce it some. And then you have to use your division rules to make sure you got them all. But that'll at least make sure you're on the right track. All right, here are 2 for you to try. So pause, reduce as far as you can, check it with your calculator, and then push play, and you can watch me do it. Did you hit pause? All right. So number 1, I'm going to divide that by 9 to start with. 1 plus 0 plus 8 plus 0 is 9. 2 plus 1 plus 6 is also 9. Since that's a multiple of 9, I know I can divide by 9. And that's going to give me 120 on top and 24 on the bottom. These are both divisible by 4 because the final 2 digits are divisible by 4. 4 goes into 20 and 4 goes into 24. So 4 will go into both of these. If you didn't see that, you can divide by 2 and then divide by 2 again. And that will give me 30 over 6, which ends up being 30 divided by 6, which is 5. But if you want to actually just reduce it, divide both by 6. 5 over 1, which is 5. We would not leave it 5 over 1. We would write it as 5. And then number 2, they both end in a 0, so I can divide by 10. So 135 over 180. 5 and 0 at the ends means I can divide that by 5. And that's going to give me 27 and 36. Those both add up to 9, so I know I can divide these by 9. So that's going to give me a 3 and a 4, 3/4. So I hope that helps. Go back and watch it again, pause, rewind, all that's totally great. If you need more help, in the description, I will place a link to a practice worksheet for my Teacher Pay Teacher store. Make sure you like and subscribe so that you can always find out when I post new videos, and also ring the bell for notification. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye, y'all.